Hey beer tubers, it's Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me again. We are finishing up my mini Stone Vertical Epic series today with their latest release. Came out earlier this month. This is the Stone 10-10-10 Vertical Epic. Hopefully you guys watched my video. I went over to the brewery the day of the release and sat at the bar and drank some of this right at 10:10 a.m. on that date. So if you watch that, you know my initial thoughts, but I want to do an official review along with the series. And so far, the series has been excellent. The 08 version was an awesome triple/saison. The 09 was an awesome Belgian porter, which has kind of inspired me. I might be brewing a Belgian porter. But this beer is, for lack of better terms, just a Belgian golden strong ale. Except with Stone, they do their own twist on it, and I'll get to that in a bit. Let's get this thing poured. I want to get a decent aggressive pour. This beer doesn't get the best head on it from what I've seen in my own pours. This is probably I think this is the third bottle I've had of this, but getting about a pinky's worth of small bubbled. It's a nice eggshell white color. Ale. Color of the beer itself is very much a golden color. It is very hazy. Lots of particles floating around. I might have got a little bit of yeast. This is a bottle conditioned beer, but and it's some decent carbonation going on it. And I'm using my Vertical Epic glass for this. So right off the bat, I get Belgian yeast. It's just that really biscuity, bready, yeasty character to it. And then below that, you start getting the wine character. Now, they took this beer, I'm guessing, I didn't check the recipe, but I think they just put it up today. But they pretty much took a regular golden triple/strong ale, and they added some grapes in there from South Coast Winery up north of where I'm at. It's probably about a 40-minute drive from where I'm at here in Vista, California, up north. Technically not in San Diego County, but it's our closest little wine region. And they're using Muscat, Gewurztraminer and Sauvignon Blanc grapes in this beer. And so it's going to have a nice kind of fruitiness. It's going to have a vinous quality to it as well. So you get that underneath the typical Belgian yeasty bready notes. So let's dig in. Cheers. It's a good beer. I think I have a good temperature right now. One thing these videos have really helped me do is get my beer to the optimal drinking temperature as best I can for them. And that's something I always didn't do in the past. I would just grab the bottle out of the fridge, and then if it needed to warm up, maybe I put my hands around the glass, maybe I just let it sit, but now I'm a little more conscious about that. And for this one, I probably have it about 50-55 degrees. Up front, you get the real cool Belgian bready notes. You get the yeast character. And then midway through the tongue, the fruitiness from the wine really comes into play. Gives it a nice little additional character. You get a little, like I said, vinous quality to the beer. Adds an extra little dimension to it. And then it finishes really smooth, dry finish. And a combination, a bit of the breadiness and the wine character kind of left on your palate, but mostly it's a dry finish. I forgot to mention, but this beer is 9.5% ABV, so it's a big beer. I mean, considering this is a brand new beer, it hasn't been aging long, it drinks really smooth. It doesn't drink like 9.5%. In fact, I can barely taste any alcohol on it. You'll feel it afterwards, that's for sure, but I can't taste any right now. I noticed some legs on the glass right now, leaving a little bit of lacing on there. Such a smooth beer. It reminds me a tad bit of of Le Chouffe. It's kind of got that nice Belgian character, real nice smoothness. This one just has that extra grape character to it. Some of the other ingredients they used in it was dried chamomile, triticale, and Belgian candy sugar. Now the candy sugar is obviously going to help get that alcohol up to a high level. The yeast just eat that right up. The triticale apparently is a hybrid grain between wheat and rye, and you definitely get some of that character as you drink on this a lot more. You get some a little bit of like a spiciness, a little pepperiness in the beer. It adds a nice little touch to it. It's not a dominant flavor, but it's just mixes real well with the other characteristics. Because with a lot of Belgians, they'll spice it up with your coriander, that kind of spice character, and the triticale adds that kind of flavor but in grain form. And the chamomile, I think I saw that it was mostly used as kind of like a hops substitute. They use it in tea. I'm guessing they're using that probably as a whirlpool addition to the brewing process after the boil, maybe like you'd use hops for an IPA. And I think that kind of adds a nice little floral component in there. You get that kind of towards the end of the palate. There's this nice little bit of floral character to it. So there's all these nice little elements. They still haven't completely come together like they will in a year or 2 years from now. So rating wise, I'm bordering between a B+ and A-. It's right between those two. I'm not sure kind of where to go with it. It's definitely above average beer into being an excellent beer, but I do think this is going to get much better with some age. But I think for right now I'm going to go with a B+ on this one. This is a high end of above average beer. With some age, it's definitely going to pump it up to an A in my book. So until next time guys, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.